The top judicial body has formally cleared the way for legal proceedings to begin against 5 prosecutors and 3 gendarmerie commanders who were involved in a search of Syria-bound trucks in January of 2014. 4 of the prosecutors and 1 of the commanders were imprisoned in early May in connection with the interception. The Second Chamber of the Supreme Board of Judges and Prosecutors, HSYK, allowed the prosecution of former Adana Chief Public Prosecutor Süleyman Bağrıyanık, former Adana Deputy Chief Public Prosecutor Ahmet Karaca and Adana prosecutors Aziz, Takçı and Şişman and Yaşar Kavalcıoğlu. It also ruled to investigate Gendarmerie commanders Col. Özkan, Çokay, Erdal, Yılmaz and Kubilay Ayvaz. Bağrıyanık, Karaca, Takçı and Şişman as well as former Adana Provincial Gendarmerie commander Col. Çokay were imprisoned in early May on charges of attempting to topple or incapacitate the Turkish government through the use of force or coercion and exposing information regarding the security and political activities of the state in connection with the search of what turned out to be weapon-filled trucks being operated by the National Intelligence Organization, MT. HSYK Second Chamber Chairman Mehmet Yılmaz said the chamber convened with 6 members as one of the 7 members was overseas. The decision to allow for a trial of the prosecutors and the commanders was approved with a majority vote. The 2 members who voted against the decision criticized the arrest of the prosecutors before the HSYK had ruled to allow their prosecution, according to Yılmaz. The members also said the prosecutors were still under investigation when they were arrested and that they had not been given sufficient time to present their defense. Prosecutors are now expected to start preparing an indictment against the prosecutors and the commanders within 5 days after receiving the HSYK's decision clearing the way for their prosecution. According to Yılmaz, the HSYK also debated the case of the 3 gendarmerie commanders because the HSYK is authorized to oversee criminal investigations into and prosecutions of senior law enforcement officials. In January 2014, gendarmes stopped Syria-bound trucks in the southern provinces of Adana and Hatay after prosecutors received tips that the vehicles were illegally carrying arms to Syria. The weapons were allegedly intended for extremist groups in Syria. The government claimed at the time the trucks were transporting humanitarian aid to Turkmens in Syria and branded the interception an act of treason and espionage. However, the Cumhuriyet Daily recently published photos and videos of arms which it said were transferred to Syria in trucks operated by the MT. President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan lashed out at Cumhuriyet and its editor-in-chief, Can Dündar, for publishing the footage, publicly vowing that Dündar will pay a heavy price for the reporting. He then personally sued Dündar, demanding a life sentence, an aggravated life sentence and an additional 42-year term of imprisonment on charges of a wide array of crimes ranging from espionage to attempting to topple the government and exposing secret information. HSYK's Yılmaz, who was criticized after apologizing to President Erdoğan, who chastised the HSYK for acting late against 2 judges who ruled for release of arrested suspects in a different case, defended Thursday's decision in the name of safeguarding the reputation of the judiciary. It is undisputedly clear that investigations launched without a consideration of the sense of justice, in the name of pursuing other motives, will negatively affect social peace and security and eliminate respect for and the credibility of the judiciary, he told reporters. Arrested prosecutors' lawyers, prosecution completely unlawful. Lawyers representing the prosecutors who were involved in the search of Syria-bound trucks held a joint press conference on Thursday, saying the prosecution of their clients is unlawful from start to finish. The lawyers said, "Our clients were arrested as a result of a legal proceeding on May 8 that has cast a black stain on the history of the Turkish judiciary." Speaking on behalf of the lawyers, lawyer Aziz said the HSYK is completely operating under the orders of the government. Erbek said a report prepared by a HSYK inspector, whose report was the basis of the arrest of the prosecutors by the Tarsus Second High Criminal Court on May 8, is completely baseless and includes imaginary statements and visions. The lawyer claimed the Tarsus Second High Criminal Court was specially appointed by the HSYK to arrest the prosecutors, adding if the same inspection report was referred to another court, it would not have arrested the prosecutors. pointing out that some media outlets had already reported that the prosecutors had been arrested 9 hours before the testimonies of the prosecutors were completely taken by the court. Erbeck said these reports made even before the court had handed down its decision to arrest clearly show that the decision was given based on political orders. The lawyer also said they had been exposed to various unlawful treatments and restrictions while defending their clients, adding that their clients were just doing their jobs. Erbeck added that their clients had been arrested even though there was no evidence shown against the prosecutors. Pointing to the video footage published by the Cumhuriyet Daily, Erbeck said the video also proves that the prosecutors were doing their jobs. Those prosecutors should have been declared as heroes, Erbeck emphasized. Those who escorted the trucks refused to show their empty IDs despite the insistence of our clients that day. How can those who stop a truck full of arms be deemed spies, and how can a prosecutor who stopped those trucks be a coup plotter? We have lost our expectations of the impartiality of judges and the judiciary, which are under the complete influence of the political administration, added Erbeck.